Hello everyone and welcome to the open house for MLM Softworks. This is Mark Womack and I'm joined by Karthik, the seller of the business. A bit of housekeeping before we really get this going. Everybody that's in and attending this, you are currently muted, everybody other than Karthik, and that's so that we can kind of run through everything. But during the call, if you've got any questions, you can go ahead and fill it in the questions feature in the webinar control panel. Rest assured, I will get those and I will get to those. But generally, we hold the questions and addressing them to the very end because usually we wind up covering them and addressing them as we go through the presentation. But if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask them. And if it's something that we don't cover, I will absolutely make sure and cover it in the Q&A period at the end. So with all that said, let's move forward. Let's take a look at what the deal is about. What we're doing here is selling a software and design and SEO services company. The deal is we've got $27,800 in revenue over the last 12 months. We're selling the site and business for $80,000, so that's about a 3.4 multiple. The business is 6 years old. Ultimately, it includes 2 websites and kind of 2 different marketing angles for the same business. MLMsoftworks.com focuses on the MLM software, while swat.co.in focuses more on design SEO services and additional software packages that the company manages and develops and sells, which include database management, HR applications, media agency, school management, and CRM software. The traffic is generated to the business from Google AdWords, SEO, YouTube, and SlideShare, Facebook and Twitter, local magazines, classified advertisements run in India, Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia, Hot Scripts, Code Canyon, and other website and blog premium advertisements. So pretty well-rounded flow of traffic coming in. And let's move forward and talk about the history of the site. Now, this is where, Karthik, I'll need you to take over the microphone and kind of run us through how the business was started, how you got to where you are today. Karthik, you with us? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
After you, sir.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. This is me, Karthik Mani, the seller of the site, seller of the business. And we do the software development business and web designing business since 2004. Actually, 2004. It's registered around 2009 something. So, in the MLM softwares, we selling network marketing based softwares. It's called binary, matrix, and unilevel, so on. So businesses, we selling open source ready-made MLM softwares and the customized brand softwares also. So our pricing is here starts from $500 US dollars, and the maximum development cost is as depending the customer's requirements and the future's requirement.
Gotcha. And we've got for what folks that are seeing on the slideshow here, we've got both MLM and the SWAT site. Let's talk about the history of the site. As Karthik mentioned, we go back a ways on it, and SWAT is definitely the newer of the 2 sites. MLM the site itself started back in 2010. So we've got a 6-year-old business there. And then let's look at some of the analytics on first MLM Softworks. As you can see, the traffic flow is relatively stable, and certainly long time. We've had this running for quite a while. The visitors that are coming to the site, and we've got from all over the place. It's a really good spread. We've got India, the U.S., the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia. So a pretty wide customer base, certainly. For MLM, a good percentage of the traffic's coming from organic, but we also have referral and direct and social. We're taking a look at some of the keywords that are bringing in a majority of the traffic. And here we've got a pretty heavy split towards desktop users. And then we can look at some of the analytics provided from Majestic, taking a look at the backlinks that we've got, what the anchor text is that people are coming in. Certainly very heavy for MLM on MLM keywords, which of course makes sense. The domain name perfectly fits for it. And let's see some of the SEM rush data that we've got available. And of course, I know some of this stuff's a little bit hard to see in the slideshow, but anybody listening in that's interested, and you'll hear me say this a few times throughout the broadcast, we do have a prospectus document available for this, which shows all of this data and goes in depth a good bit more. So all you need to do is just email mark@latonas.com and let me know. Or if you're looking at the listing on latonas.com, you can simply click Get Prospectus, and that'll forward your info over to me, and I can get you the prospectus document. So let's move on to swat.co.in. Here we've got similar traffic, but keeping in mind that this is a newer site. Significantly higher portion, I would say, of U.S. traffic. Also got some Brazil and Chinese visitors in here. About the same split between where the traffic's clicking over from. We've got referral, direct, and organic, and social. A wider range of what's bringing folks into the site, and still pretty heavy on the desktop side. Here's the backlink data that we've got. Clearly, looking at the anchor text here, we've got a lot of people that are hitting the demo functionality you've got up and running. And here we go with more SEM rush data, which again is a little too small to see. Let's talk about the traffic. We've got what we're looking at now is a graph of the traffic over the last 12 months. Karthik, what caused the kind of the spike we're seeing around July of last year, and then it kind of dropped back off?
What exactly you are asking?
Looking at the graph, I'm seeing a pretty steady increase in the traffic coming in up until July, and then it dropped back down in August and then started climbing again. What happened?
That time we redesigned the website, some more things. That's it.
Gotcha. So
the links are some links not working there, so that's it.
Okay, so a redesign. Understood. And we see the page views still were pretty high up during that period and increasing. Let's talk about the admin control panels for the back end. So this is what a buyer of the business would have access to, not necessarily the front end of what a user would have. And if you can kind of talk us through, Karthik, what these slides are and what components of the back end we're looking at.
Yeah, this is a MLMs of the screenshot. It's basically used for tag statement for the network marketing business.
Gotcha. Okay. And then here we're looking.
This is a dashboard of MLMs.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is more of the, and correct me if I'm wrong, but what we're seeing here is more of the interface of the software rather than the back end that you use to run the business?
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
actually 4.0 version dashboard.
Okay. All right. And then looks like we've got, what do we got? Customer listing here, or?
Yeah. Is it distributors or MLM network marketing business members listing here?
Gotcha. And then looks like you can go in and create, edit members.
Yeah.
And what's an ePIN?
It's generally using for using network marketing businesses only. The ePIN refers to voucher like.
Okay.
Prepaid payment. That's it.
Gotcha. And then we've got the tree here for the multiple levels, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a actually this is binary tree of network marketing business. The genealogy tree is up down all of unlimited. You can see the thing.
Gotcha. And downline report.
online also the same.
More earnings and tax, of course,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then payouts for who needs to get paid what. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the revenue for the business. Um,
Yeah.
and it's a good opportunity for us to kind of talk about how this is made. I know we've discussed previously that, and anybody that's looking at the graph can see that there was a relatively large spike back in May of 2015, and what that was is that you got a kind of a large customization package. The way the business works is that the software packages are available for people to purchase, but additionally, as an additional revenue stream, folks can pay Karthik's people to customize these software packages. So it's double revenue that can come in from these. There is just the sale of the software packages, but there's also the opportunity for customization work. And apparently in May there was a big customization job came in, which is excellent. That takes us to expenses, and as you can see, we're looking at a flat line of $400 a month. Now, talking with Karthik, what that is, that's basically 3 staff members. That's an SEO specialist, that's a designer, and that's a PHP programmer. And yes, you can actually get that many people for $400 a month because labor over where Karthik is inexpensive. And the really good news is I've confirmed with Karthik that those 3 staff members would be more than happy to continue working for a new owner of the company, which is great because whomever looks at this and winds up buying this business will be able to pick up the staff and know that their expenses will maintain at that $400 a month rate and get staff that's already familiar with all the ins and outs of what their jobs are. So that's really good news. Karthik, if you could tell us about the day-to-day operation of the site. What's required of you? How many hours a day are you working on it, and what do you do?
It's required 6 to 8 hours.
I'm sorry?
Actually, the working hours is 6 to 8 hours.
Okay. And what are you doing during those 6 to 8 hours?
22 means I can get.
Well, I mean, I've got to assume that you're spending a decent bit of your time kind of coordinating between the 3 staff, the programmer, the SEO, and the designer.
Yeah. The PHP programmer basically working on the application development side, and the SEO is scheduled on the target. Scheduled on the target.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Okay. And then what percentage of the time do you have to spend interacting with customers? I mean, how much is acquiring new customers? How much is maintaining existing customer accounts?
it's around 1 or 2 hours.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite make that out. Was that 1 or 2
Just
hours?
asking about the timing or the
Yeah, like how many hours a day are you spending on like customer service?
new customer.
And
Yeah, customer service about 2 hours.
Gotcha. All right, excellent. And then let's talk about the growth of the business. Future expectations. What would you do to grow this? Because of course, anybody that's interested in buying is going to want to know what opportunities they have to grow the revenue that's coming in.
Yeah. We already listed our applications in the Envento marketplace, and we have a future plan to uh, increase the sales and to develop the new applications.
Gotcha. New applications, more products
New
to sell.
applications and WordPress plugins like so.
Gotcha. All right. Well, next and always the magic question that every buyer wants to know is why are you selling?
Just for profitable exit, I think.
I'm sorry, one more time, Karthik. Having trouble making you out.
I just want a profitable exit. That's it.
Okay.
But not like any loss or something else. I did it. So just for a profitable market. That's it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that takes us to the Q&A period, and I don't see that anybody is putting any questions on the webinar that we haven't already addressed. So that actually pretty much wraps this up. However, I've got to point out that anybody that's watching this either live or watching the recorded video can reach me. There's all my contact information. Certainly the easiest way is shoot me an email at mark@latonas.com. And anybody that's got any questions or needs any more information, just shoot me an email and I can coordinate with Karthik and get any and all questions answered. Pardon me. I can also set up a phone conversation with Karthik so that anybody that's interested can go over any details. And of course, as I mentioned previously and promised I would mention again, we do have a prospectus document prepared that our in-house analyst Victoria put together, and it's extremely detailed and goes through a lot more information about the business than we can really cover here. And all you've got to do is shoot me an email, let me know you'd like to see a copy of that, and I can facilitate that for you as well. And that's about it. Karthik, I'd like to thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And I encourage anybody that's interested in this great opportunity to reach out and get in touch and see what we can put together.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
Thanks, everybody.